You think I'm the number one influence?
I think it's
So
Rogan. I think it's Rogan, you, and Kim Kardashian. Like, Kim Kardashian influences the shape of women's bodies and faces. Like, you see so many, they're literal shape of human beings.
Do they want to look like her?
They want to look like her. So once we start seeing dudes want to look like you.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to weave out the lies so we can get to the facts. President Donald Trump has once again captured the nation's attention with his recent appearance on comedian Andrew Schulz's podcast. The unfiltered interview captured Trump's wit and charm and was quickly shared across social media platforms. The interview has left supporters hailing Trump as the funniest president in American history, especially following his comments about President Joe Biden and a viral moment involving Elon Musk from his weekend rally. You see, it's interviews and conversations like this that humanize Donald Trump in ways the mainstream media obviously does not. I mean, everything coming from them is he's a threat to democracy and he's a fascist. He's literally that guy with the mustache. On and on and on. Most people are exposed to that. Therefore, they don't see Trump as an actual human being due to the fact the television, which people are exposed to 24/7, doesn't depict him that way. So, there were so many parts of this sit down that perfectly encapsulated him as someone who simply connects with people. One example that I think everyone knows by now about Biden, Trump found an unexpected area where he claimed Biden surpassed him: sleep.
Last week, when we talk about funny or sad, I think it's more sad than funny.
Yeah.
He has one ability I don't have.
Yeah.
He sleeps. He can sleep. This guy goes on a beach and he lays down on one of those, 6 ounce, they weigh 6 ounces and you can't lift it.
Yeah.
They're meant for children.
Yeah.
Young people and old people to lift.
Yeah.
They're aluminum, hollowed aluminum.
Yeah.
They weigh very little, and he can't lift. And somebody convinced him he looks good in a bathing suit. And when you're 82, typically bathing suits aren't going to make you look great.
Right,
you're not going to be enhanced. Yeah. All right? It's just one of those things. I can't be sure about that, but typically you don't.
Depends what he's packing. He could.
I don't know what the hell he's packing, but I don't want to, and I don't want to know either. I don't know, but he has an ability to fall asleep while on camera. He can lie down on one of those things, and in minutes, he's stone cold out.
How does he do it?
And he's got cameras because he's the president, so they have cameras on him.
Yeah.
And then they show him sleeping on the beach.
Yeah.
Hilarious because it's true. I mean, I forget this guy is the president, in name only, like every single day at this point. The wide-ranging conversation, which touched on everything from politics to tech moguls, showcased Trump's signature style of blunt honesty mixed with unexpected humor. As the interview unfolded, it became clear that Trump hasn't lost his touch when it comes to captivating an audience. One of the standout moments came when Schulz asked Trump if Elon Musk was his favorite African American.
Is he your favorite African American?
He's a piece of work, I'll tell you. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's obviously a brilliant guy.
Yeah.
When I saw the rocket engines come back, I said, what is that? Like a couple of years ago, you've never seen rockets go up and then they crash into the water. Yeah. And I see the engines are coming back and they're landing.
It's unbelievable.
They're landing and they land on a raft in the middle of the ocean someplace with a little dot and they land right on the top of the spot.
And my wife can't parallel park.
I know, most people can't. But no, he's great. But he's got a great heart. He was with me, as you know, on the other night.
Yeah.
And we were honoring a man who got killed at a rally. Corey, firefighter, great guy. And it was a beautiful evening. But Elon went out and he loved the crowd. He loves the country. Yeah. And he's picked a side. A lot of people don't want to pick a side. I have a lot of people that are big supporters of me. Yeah. But they won't go all out. They can't.
They're scared.
Quite.
There's a cost.
Scared. Yeah. There's a cost.
Yeah.
You see, it's amazing because this man is praising Elon Musk while the other side is constantly demonizing him, attacking him, and disowning him. Those are not the good guys. Everyone knows Elon is brilliant. He's not a billionaire today because he's everything the mainstream media claims he is all of a sudden. As Trump seeks to reclaim the White House, having Musk in his corner could prove to be a significant advantage. Schulz and company even talked about Trump's family life, because he's human, in another funny clip detailing his youngest son, Barron, and how he's basically a young bachelor. And just roll the clip. You got to see this one.
Barron is 18. He's handsome. He's tall.
Yeah.
He's rich.
He's got the whole ball.
He's unleashed in New York City. Are you sure you want to reverse Roe v. Wade now? I mean, maybe give him a few years,
Well, it's up to the states now. It's up to the states because I believe in exceptions and all of the different things.
You've been vocal about that.
I've been very.
Would you try to influence?
I think a lot of people agree with me.
Yeah.
It was very, very strong, very, very tough. And Republicans were going to lose a lot of elections having to do with a lot of other things, too, because there are many issues. We have the border, we have this, we have wars, we have everything.
Yeah, that was great, because it still had touched on issues like abortion, and for example here, Trump's stances on all the past issues from his presidency or the last 4 years were highlighted, like how Andrew Schulz gave him credit on the Abraham Accords.
You're remiss to not even bring this up. You've said that you want to have peace in these places, not just Russia and Ukraine, it's obviously the Middle East. I know that is a very tough task. I don't think maybe you get enough credit for what you accomplished and your administration accomplished with the Abraham Accords.
The Abraham Accords, and they did nothing. Again, Iran was willing to do a deal. I would have had a deal with Iran within 7 days after the election. I actually said, let's delay it till after the election because I was sure we were going to win the election.
Or when it came to Trump and how he handled his peace in the Middle East agreements and deals to stop the nuclear weapons or weapons of mass destruction, as Bush would say.
Close to a deal for getting rid of nuclear weapons. It would be so good.
For all countries or just Russia?
We were talking about Russia, ourselves, and China.
Oh, wow.
And we would then bring everyone else into it. And
so you all would get rid of your nuclear capabilities?
Denuclearize, yes. We were going to get rid
totally
of nuclear because it's too powerful. It's too much.
Yeah, great example for the simple fact. The media aims at dehumanizing and demonizing Trump to the point people don't even think for themselves. It's just as simple as, the TV told me he's a bad man, so I believe it now. I guess to end this with a laugh, because in case you missed the sit-down interview, this, in my opinion, was one of Trump's best ever. Another interesting part was when the discussion talked about influencers, because in reality, Trump just might be the biggest. I mean, he changed the entire dynamic of politics and woke so many people up out of their slumber to what is really happening, not just in the world, but their own government. All in all, roll the clip and watch this. This was an interesting point. It veered off into how he creates nicknames for people, which I thought was funny, simply because these are like viral terms that just take off all over social media. I mean, this man's influence is undeniable.
I'm good with names, You
are. You're very good with names.
I mean, Pocahontas. We have names.
What about, and there was, Tampon Tim was good. What about,
the problem with Tampon Tim, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
In other words,
it's a mouthful.
It's a lot. Tampon. And you can't stutter it through when you call it. It's really a lousy word to say. But it's quite accurate, right? There are some, like Comrade Kamala. It's a little hard to say. She's Comrade because she's obviously a communist. She's horrible. So I call her Comrade. And it's not bad. But when you put the names together, it's a little, you got to be able to pume. No, you got to be able to put it out there. But we have a lot of good ones. A lot of them I can't go into with you because some of my best ones are from the Republican primaries. And they're all friends of mine now.
He's extremely popular amongst the American people, and the media wants to convince you otherwise. You have to unplug from the Matrix and get in tune with reality. This man is simply a winner. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, send us a comment, and let us know what you think about the facts here on Facts Only.